Hey, what's going on, guys? PAA's Awesome Sauce. That's what we'll be using today. We've been using a lot of straights, so we'll use my gem single edge. I think this is called like a featherweight or a lightweight. And this is the third use on this blade. I put a little tick after every shave, so third use on this particular blade. It's Saturday morning, super early here. Well, depending on what you're used to, right? Like 6 a.m. is super early to me, but all right. We will use my Maggard. You guys know the thing, the knot. 28 millimeter Badger super high density fan knot. Been soaking the tips. This is the soap. So we're gonna do like 5 swirls, and I'm gonna show you that that's plenty. That's more than enough. So 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. Watch. That's all I'm gonna do. Because I found every time I used this soap in particular, all I'm gonna do is wipe my face now. Every time I use that soap in particular, and you can see we definitely need to shave, man. I haven't shaved in, I shaved Tuesday night. So Tuesday to Wednesday night, Wednesday to Thursday night, Thursday to Friday night, and then Saturday morning. So like 3.5 days. So we definitely have some growth. All right. So yeah, like I said, doesn't look like much. It really doesn't. But I was loading the heck out of that stuff before and getting, a glob on there. And then I could never actually like reach the potential of the soap because I had so much soap and I would have to add 1.5 gallons of water to actually reach the potential of it. So I did like a little test lather, not last night, the night before maybe, so maybe Thursday night, and did what I'm doing now, and it just seemed to work very well. And I don't feel like I'm wasting, 6, half ounces of soap, whatever. So, all right, so this is what we're gonna go with. And you might say, well, that's super thin. Yeah, just give me a second. All right, and you can see it's still pasty in there. I mean, look at the brush. So adding a little bit of water. And this stuff this is the CK6 formula of this base, or of this PAA's soap. Hope everybody has a great Saturday today. I'm gonna try to get this uploaded. I have some stuff to do, like this AM. Try to get it uploaded this PM at least. So at least it's still Saturday. I'm gonna add a little bit more water to the tips. As far as vegan soaps, between this and Katie's Bubbles, that would be my top 2 vegan soaps that I've tried. At least I haven't tried every vegan soap, so I can't, my top whatever is based on what I have, obviously not on what other guys have. But this is great. Shannon's is great. Katie's Bubbles, great. I have some others that I'm probably just not thinking of at this second that are also very nice. But I would probably say CK6, especially like, look, the brush is pretty well loaded at this point, right? And you saw I did 5 swirls. It really looked like I had nothing in the brush. So I have a little extra time this morning. That's why I wanted to get up a little earlier, so I can not be rushed during this shave and kind of we have lather falling. and kind of spend a little time lathering and chat with you guys. Dang, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to make a pot of coffee and have my mug sitting here drinking coffee. Whatever. All right, we are good, I believe. We have tons of suds ready to go. I have 3 soaps for you guys to pick from. Wow, it's 5.5 minutes. I haven't even put a razor to my face. That's crazy. I'd be surprised if people were still watching. All right. So the soaps for the next shave that you could vote on. I really did get this lather everywhere. Face Spackle from Ariana and Evans. This is the barbershop scent. It's not a traditional barbershop scent, but that's what this is. Face Spackle. It's like their lower end, cheaper version of A&E. We have Cella. Nice cherry and cherry and almond scent. And lather and wood. This says bay rum. I call BS. You can't get me to think that this is bay rum. To me, this is like a very nice barbershop scent, but it is what it is. All right. Like I said, the gym. And let's go. Oh, you can see I had the mop cut. So it's no longer a mop. It's just kind of like a broom. And I went to the same lady that's cut it the past times that have like, every other time she's like taking my freaking sideburns up to here. And I was like, look, I need my sideburns. So she was like, okay. Well, yeah, really, I don't know why. Who wants their? I guess some people want their sideburns cut all the way up to their forehead, but not me. It's not for me. What I've come to learn on, wow, look at that. Did you see how much growth I had here before? Look at that, wow. It seemed like it ate the lather too. It's like wrapped all around. What I've come to notice, there's hair all in the sink, hold on. Sorry. Is blades that are, oops, let me make sure I'm not zipping off my own sideburn. There we go. Blades that have a coating, whether that be Teflon or platinum, whatever. Whatever the coating is, does not work well for me when the coating is on it. It's very tuggy. It just feels dull. Whenever I'm using a blade, for instance, and Paul and I talked about this. Voskod blades, VoskHOD, I think. Those blades are Teflon coated. And so it used to be whenever I used them initially, I would feel like the blade is pulling, like it's not cutting very well at all. And then I would have other blades, other Voskod blades, very rare though, but other Voskod blades that would like not pull as much. And I would be like, okay, well, some of them are sharper than the other, but that's not the case. What I think it really is the coating of the Teflon on those blades that I thought were cutting a little better was probably not as thick, or maybe didn't hit the blade, the part that's cutting or whatever. So I think think that's the issue. And what I did to kind of like test this was there was a couple weeks when I didn't, or not a couple weeks, couple days, like probably, I don't know, 6 days or so, 5, 6 days that I didn't upload a video. And what I was doing on those days was I was testing the Vosgods and testing the Astras. And what I found was what I thought was dull was actually just that coating. And I guess it depends on the hair you have. And my hair, apparently with the coating, it just doesn't cut through it doesn't slice through the whiskers. It just kind of tugs and pulls. But what I did is I have a little felt block. Is it in here? Hold on. I don't know if I have it in the other bathroom where my in-laws are, or if it's in here. Hold on. Let me see. No, I don't have it in here. Do I have it down here? No. Here it is. This. It's a felt block. That's all it is. Just felt. And so what I was doing was I was taking. Do I have a razor here? Well, here I have this. Sorry, I just feel like demonstrating for you guys will make more sense than me explaining it. So if I take a blade, this is a Vanderhagen. This isn't one that I tested, but I take the blade, I stick it in there, and I run it through 3 times. And I do the other side. And to me, after I did that, for every single blade, I tried 2 Vosgods and I tried 2 Astras. And every single time I used that blade after, worked perfectly fine. No problem whatsoever. So what that tells me is that my skin, my hair, whatever, does not bode well with the coatings on the blades. So whatever that's worth to you, that's what's going on with me. Because I used to say, and you guys won't remember this, I used to say I can only get a couple shaves, maybe, off of a DE before. And like most of the time on those shaves, it would be, you know, during the first shave, I'd be like, all right, this blade's done. When I'm finished with it, I'm gonna put it in my blade bank, which I also have right here. So a ton of blades in there. And I would get rid of the blade, but I don't think that that's really the case, or that wasn't the case. I think really it was just the coatings that were giving me the impression or the illusion of the blades actually being dull. So with that said, the blade I'm using now, I don't have the pack in here, but these are Persona Blues, the single edge that go in these. They have a coating on them as well, and this is the 3rd use on this one. And you can go back and watch other shaves with this razor, and I would get rid of the blade as soon as I was done with it. Now, I did not run this one through the felt block. I didn't. I just used it. And this is the 3rd use on this particular blade. And it's not, it feels like it's slicing through the hairs perfectly fine. It's not feeling bad at all. Not tuggy, nothing. So just keep that in mind. If a blade's not working for you, it's possibly the coating on the blade. I'm not saying that that's going to always be the case. Sometimes blades just don't work for us, right? But for me, blades that I have 100 packs of that weren't working for me, I was like, man, this sucks. Like, I have 100 of these freaking blades. I guess I can give them away, but it sucks that I can't use them. And I was like, you know, the blades that I'm having trouble with are coated. So let me try this. And I did, and it seemed to work. And like I said, my test sample was very small. It was only 2 blades of each. So if I try a 3rd, will Will it work as well? I don't know. But my bet would be, yeah, it would be the same. This soap has a lot of menthol in it. Feels very nice. No issues with it. But the aftershave splash has a good bit of menthol as well. This is the matching splash. I wanted to, before the shave, I wanted to put on the cube. Oops. PAA's cube. This thing is loaded with menthol. But what I didn't want is, you know, people that watch this video, sometimes you'll get guys that like want to nitpick. And what I didn't want is some people to watch this video and say, yeah, you did 5 swirls and you didn't have a lot of lather in the brush. But what helped you in the shave or whatever to build the lather on your face was the fact that you had pre-shave. I didn't want people to say I had pre-shave on. That's what helped the lather. So I didn't use it. And it would have helped the lather for sure, no doubt. But I just wanted to show that, you know, 5 swirls. You can see I'm not having a whole lot of success this last pass. Like that's the amount of lather I just pulled out of the brush. And so it's definitely enough for a 3-pass shave. But if you require a couple more passes or whatever, maybe 6 to 7 swirls would be good in there. And I was just using very light pressure. Like I wasn't pushing the bristles into the tub very hard. So if I did that on 5 swirls, maybe that would also generate, you know, quite a bit more lather for me. But doing it the way I'm doing it, that tub will probably last me a year. If I strictly used that tub, nothing else. So, and that's good value. You know, the CK6 formula for price is definitely not the best price out there. It's not. Especially for it being a vegan soap. But you have to look on a per shave basis, how much you're using, how long it will last, that type of thing. And if you factor all that in, I think this is up there with, you know, the others. So we're talking about price-wise, not performance-wise. Performance-wise, it's definitely up there with others. So no problem there. All right, let's finish it up. So I'm curious now, you know? Am I able to marathon blades now on my face? Knowing what I know about the coatings? Maybe. I mean, I never really understood the point of marathoning a blade. And if you're unaware of what marathoning a blade, you know, having a blade marathon is basically just using the same blade hundreds of times, essentially, as many times as you can, without changing it out. I'm not able to get as close to the goatee as I want, you see? Like, there's a little bit of hair. And the reason is the guard, right? Like, the guard is up here, and then the blade sits back a little bit. So I'm going to always have, with a single edge and with a DE, I'm always going to have that little bit of, like, extra growth around the corner. Or around the edges, rather, of the goatee. I just think next shave, what I'll do is I'll just use a straight, and then the following shave, I'll use a DE. I'll kind of rotate them out just so I can keep that line clean around the goatee. I'll keep that clean and looking somewhat presentable. And the other shaves, I'll just kind of not worry about keeping the line so clean cut. All right. I do want to, on my cheeks and on my neck, definitely go like across like I do. I hope everybody that's watching is definitely healthy and happy. I know that yeah, see, we don't have very much lather left. we're at the end of our lather. So yeah, probably pushing harder, or pushing harder when loading, or maybe, like I said, 6 to 7 swirls would be like perfect. But still, all in all, it's not much soap that we're pulling out of the tub when we do this. There we go. We're going to a barbecue today. I need to marinate some ribs and some other things. And if all of you lived close enough, we would have you over as well. My wife is yelling at her parents. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on in there. Having a little early morning boxing match or something. All right. That's it. Not a bad shave overall. Soap was great. Brush was great. I know that the aftershave is going to be nice. That Persona single edge. Well, not single edge. It's a single edge, but the Persona Gem single edge blade worked perfectly well. I think the first use on that specific blade, like I said, it's coated, so it wasn't that great. It felt very tuggy. I think last time I used it, it was a bit better. And then this time, I feel like it's cutting perfectly fine, no issue. So. Very, very nice shave, guys. Wow. See, I can't do this with a straight. All right, here we go. And all I do for like blade care is I'm gonna pop this open. I'm gonna take the blade out. I'm gonna rinse the blade off with water. And that's all I do. I don't wipe it with a towel or anything. I'll blow it off like that so you don't have any like huge water droplets on it. I'm gonna set it on a plastic container that I have here. I'm gonna wait about 30 minutes to an hour, flip it over on the other side of the plastic container just so it can get fully dry. And that's it. That's all I do for the blade. And for my actual razors, you see I kind of just wet it all over. I'm gonna get a towel after I'm done shaving, wipe it down, and basically let it air dry too. Just keep everything nice and clean and as dry as I possibly can. All right, for the brush, I'll show you what I do with that. But let's first throw on some aftershave. No blood anywhere. I do have, I had an ingrown hair here. I don't know if you can see that or not, right there. And yesterday before work, I was looking at my neck. Oh, nice scent. By the way, this is like the Parasso Green aftershave, not the Parasso Green soap. Parasso Green aftershave kind of dupe or duplicate of the scent. This particular scent from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrement. Very nice. But yeah, I was looking at it after work and putting a little bit more on too. Or before work yesterday morning, and I was looking, I was like, what the heck is going on there? And then I have like a little magnifying mirror right here to the right side of the camera. And I like went in there and was looking at it, and I was like, wow, it's a hair. So I got some tweezers and pulled it out. Whew. Oh, very, very nice shave, guys. Thank you for coming along with me on this shave. And what I do for my brush is under running water, I kind of like turn it like this and kind of like get everything out of it. And then once I feel like everything's out of it, I'll flip it around. I'll flip it around like this, and I'll kind of like hold the bottom of the knot, so like when the water's hitting it, it's not like splaying out the knot. I hold it like this, and I just let the water just fall into the center of that, and kind of get all the soap or residual whatever at the bottom of the knot, kind of like bring that up. Then I'll kind of like squeeze and bring it up just to get everything out. So that's how I clean my stuff. I do have, this is in the other bathroom under the sink. I have this, I'm trying to think of the name of it. It's a brush cleaner. It kind of smells like, not Old Spice. It's a shampoo that I've used before. Pert, the green one, Pert, P-E-R-T. It has that scent of Pert, but it's labeled something else. It's marketed as a brush cleaner, and so every now and then, like probably once or twice every couple of months, I will take the brush. I'll squirt a little bit of that in my hand, and I'll just lather the brush with that, and I'll kind of like press and splay and try to get that brush cleaner down inside the knot. Like I said, once every couple of months. Do you need to do that? No, I just started doing that probably towards the last quarter of last year, so I've only used it twice since I purchased it. Do I see a big difference? No, I don't. Do I see a difference at all? No, I don't. But I bought it, so I'm going to use it. But that's not something you need. If you don't have it, you probably don't need it. Plus, if you clean your brush, thoroughly every single time you use it, like you can see now, it's not clumpy together. It's not sticky together like where you have like, the soap like glued in there. I mean, obviously it's, you have some of the hairs sticking together due to the water, but other than that, like you're not having big globs of hair stick together. So this is almost a 30-minute video. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you next shave. Oh, don't forget to vote.